Oh, now do we get fishing?
I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond, and it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Renin eyes.
Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble.
I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod.
You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done.
We have unlocked the core gameplay loop. We now have fishing. Various fish ponds are scattered around Madonna, which contain different species of fish to catch. These fish can be used in cooking, sold for gold, or even unlock new titles. So don't hesitate to try new fishing holes when you find them. Fishing steps. Fishing consists of 4 steps: casting the lure, luring the fish, hooking them, and then reeling them in. For more information about these steps, consult the fishing controls topic.
You're still not done fishing yet? Boring.
You need patience to fish. There we go.
Got one? They don't explain at all what this tutorial is. I fucked that up. I thought it was going to be R2 again. I pushed it again. Fuck!
That was disappointing.
I have no idea how to do this minigame.
Nothing's biting.
I do not understand this at all.
Not my lucky day, I guess.
Over there? I understand not how to pick that.
Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
Nice! You caught it!
What is that? Hold on. Hold on, I hear something. Oh, that's what it is. Oh, god damn it. I had
Now,
the
where might those
music that I was
fish
playing for the opening of the stream just still on in the background, just really, really quiet, so it didn't trigger the noise gates. And it was just fucking me up. Or I'm like just casually thinking, what is that sound?
All right. Anybody could reel in that.
That went pretty well.
Wonder how you know like where a rare fish is then. One more. Just help me like get used to this.
I've got something. You've got to know
Damn
when
it.
to quit.
Look, that thing actually really broke out fast. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Okay, change of
What
plans.
was that? There's something over there. Bubbles. No, it was over there now. Fuck. Oh well.
All right.
Got different kind of fish now.
Well, it's not bad per se.
Looks like a pretty energetic fish.
Kind of is. All right, let's quit fishing right there.
And that's all there is to it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me. Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins.
Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you
And
put it
there-
like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us.
Okay!
Hey, look, you know your way with a rod. I've been fishing a long time and have built up a good collection of equipment for it. I'll share it with you if you're interested. I just want one thing in exchange. I'll ask that you show me records of any fish you caught. The more you catch, the more equipment I'll hook up with. If you need anything, I'm always here. Don't be afraid to come up and talk to me. The fishing experts. To be found at a Matalka Pond can teach you the basics of fishing. If you show them your fishing notes, they'll tell you where to catch fish you haven't found, as well as give you new fishing gear based on how much you've caught. Miguel's rods. And a beginner's popper. That would be one for you. Faster AG recovery. And mid-air evasion. Ingenious discharge. An attack that strikes the ground, sending rocks flying. And easier overlimit. And KO prevention is the big one right there. Make her not die the one time. Amount of damage dealt by one of Shion's bonds. The last one. How about... That's 24 CP. A lot of these are good. I just... Do you really use those a lot? Like the... I'll probably save it for that. Champion of the Master Fishing, not yet, but it probably will be. What happened to heal. There we go. Infantry Shield.
I'm always amazed what healing arts can do.
Just doing my job. No need to thank me.
Is that actually better than what you have right now? Not at all. But it's just a different looking shield, I guess. It's technically worse than the one that she had to begin with.
I hate camping out.
Hey. Is it just me? Or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it.
And then Floral Binds. What's this one?
I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let Dohalim handle it.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
Another one. Dohalim the Evasive.
Dohalim's fighting style is... what's the word I'm looking for? Subdued? No...
Do you mean elegant, perhaps?
Yeah, that's the word. For better or worse, you can definitely tell he's cut from posh Renin cloth.
And he's not just skilled with the staff either. He can also use astral arts, including healing ones. I can see how he made it to the position of a lord.
You flatter me, but my fighting techniques merely come from a style that aims to conserve energy by minimizing body movement.
Is that why you wait until the last second before you dodge attacks? To avoid unnecessary movements?
No, I do that to sharpen my senses. I find that doing so is an effective means of drawing out my innermost strength.
Oh yeah, I've noticed you look stronger and strike out with your rod more after you dodge attacks. Guess that's why.
Still, it's a risk. Don't you ever worry you'll dodge at the wrong moment?
Then, it'll be just as well.
Huh?
It's nothing. Let us continue.
Nice. Now, I've been, like, ignoring this for a while, but buy and sell, sell. Yeah, I have a number of these things, and I always forget these have no other use but to sell. Except for the trout and bass. That might be food stuff. So it is just says that it can't be sold for gold, but maybe. When I've been noticing that like I keep on precariously trying to balance my money, but at the same time, I can just actually be selling shit rather than holding on to it forever and always forgetting that I have it. I would assume sell is just, oh yeah, sell the items you have in your stock, your life bottles, your apple gels, but I'm never fully stocked with them. And I forget there are items that have just, their entire purpose is to be sold. What about weapons? Rock wall. I have a rock wall, but I need windswept main, and I guess I need to not have it equipped right now. Well, that just needs a tier 6 item. Holy shit. And for that, none of them are good. No, I can't build this one, so sure. I could get none of these. I have no Astro Crizzard, Lizard Fin, or Tempest Stones. But any one of them would be an upgrade. What about accessories? Did any new ones show up? Move and escape speed, resistance, penetration. What about the Swift Ring, actually? Only light damage, but that's it, so I mean, just make it so I have one, I guess. And their resistance, penetration, attack, max HP, light, wind, no paralysis, no poison. And the last HP one, it is also just the one. I'll hold off on that. And the ranch is still doing okay, but apparently the cows have a bunch of mice to deal with, and the cats are not doing their job.
You can never be too prepared. But did we have to spend so much?
Yes.
Why are you looking at me like that?
That armor you wear is standard issue for the Menancian Guard, right?
Originally, I've added some flair to it in a lot of places.
I noticed, especially with that open back.
We guardsmen pride ourselves on never showing our back to our enemies. It's my way of making myself live up to that. Plus, it makes it that much lighter and easier to maintain.
Dohalim, do you have anything to say about this?
Every guardsman is allowed to wear their armor as they see fit.
And you, La?
Huh? Why are you asking me?
Yeah, actually, why are you? Alright, beef stew. We need one more beef. And it's heal HP after battle. That's actually pretty good. Oh, fuck you. We need to find a sea bream. But with that, we could get experience boosts. With a good duration. Let's stick to more dropped items right now.
Looks perfect and tastes just as good.
Alright. Kisara, what's going on with you?
Let's talk for a bit. Maintaining your shield? It's becoming a familiar sight.
Miguel was the one who taught me how to maintain my equipment after I first joined the Guard. Now, it's just a part of my routine.
Your brother always seems to come up whenever I talk to you.
That's because we had no other relatives, so it was just the two of us growing up. He was my idol, the one I looked up to and wanted to be like. When I became a guardsman, Lagiel wasn't too pleased to see me at first. It was Miguel who really welcomed me aboard.
Lagiel? Oh, right. She was Miguel's second in the Gold Dust Cats, wasn't she?
That's right. She's always been a very critical and down-to-earth person. In other words, the complete opposite of a dreamer like me.
You're more an idealist than some pie-in-the-sky dreamer.
Even so, that's my brother's doing. He'd never let me stop seeing a brighter world. He always did what he could to keep me smiling and happy.
You must have meant a lot to him.
He wasn't just kind, either. He always worked so hard to set an example for me and everyone else around him. He was a true big brother. So much so that when he thought I was asleep, he'd slip out of the house to go training on the outskirts of town.
You seem to know a lot about it.
That's because I only pretended to be asleep and would follow after him. You know what? I'm at a good stopping point with my shield. If you've got time, how about I tell you a couple more Miguel stories?
I guess I'd better get comfortable.
Alright, you are now closer to Kisara.
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Before we go, do you guys have everything?
Yep, we good.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Wait.
I just
that?
noticed none of you other Danans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danan slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renan doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman. And this is my chance to have a new beginning.
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Danan, while the Renans are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Indeed. And it is those who can no longer bear that feeling that inevitably take action. Much like the Danans in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Danans in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place.
Alright, now we can fight. Wait, holy shit, you're 27.
Can you take it like moth to the flame?
I'm also an airborne target. Air thrust!
Resonate with ST Airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
I find it weird that they're weak to earth magic.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Begin!
Raging flame of
Tornado drive!
Glacial
Elusive beam! Tornado drive! Does it hurt? How sick?
What would we ever do without you, Kisara?
You've got a whole team to rely on.
Yeah, well, maybe apart from winning. You're stronger than any Revan soldier I've ever met.
They don't just let anybody have a place in the Royal Guard.
Indeed. So I see.
If anything, I'm happy that it's a really fast path.
Not so fast!
Make your break!
Shield!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes! A merry distraction.
There's still more to go. Now!
In an instant! Impact cross!
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
Inhibitor. Was that one of the ones that we needed or no? Motherfucker. Feel the pain. Why can't this Zoogle stand still?
All right.
Perhaps it's time to deploy my secret weapon. I'll stop it right where it stands. Oh, is it now your tutorial? Yeah. Prehidir grows vines from the ground to ensnare enemies and strike them. Effective on fleet-foot enemies, and this nullifies their evasive abilities and downs them.
There's nowhere to run from my art. If he slows down, that's our chance. Can't get out of
Trying to
this.
keep up with a wolf!
On guard. Begin. You're mine. Do you require a hand? Tornado drive. Tempest. Begin. In a bind. Look sharp. Begin.
That is like really short range.
Yeah. And tumbling to me.
Like it is directly in front of them.
Take this. Now or never. Elusive deity. Tornado drive. Tempest. Look sharp. Can't get out of this.
Flaming meteor! I'll be sick.
The other one. When fast enemies like wolves or monkeys appear, send in Dohalim. His ability boost will nullify their evasive abilities and keep them from dodging attacks.
It's time. In a bind.
Except it can miss.
Begin. One more.
Lightning condensed!
One more. Tiger blade.
Hear me!
See what it looks like.
Behold. The Earth's hope. Tectonic vision.
That's supposed to be like a pretty cool thing of like looking into the eyes, but I fucking messed it up.
Tornado drive. In a bind. I'll face you. Tempest.
Lightning orb!
Elusive deity. Intensity shield. Begin. Not so fast.
Their arcs were interrupted.
Elusive deity. My reach, you missed. Does it hurt? Tornado drive. Can't get out of this. Ha! Elusive deity. Kisara, all yours, Kisara.
If anything, I'm liking these combination attack
Got some
kills.
interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danon relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Danon history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course.
A crocodile crusher. Ages ago, this worn-down hammer was used to beat back crocodiles. That's good enough to dual wield with it. Were lauded as champions. Artifacts confer special effects simply by having them. Some of which serve as bonuses that can be enjoyed after clearing the game. You can toggle each of these effects on or off in the artifact effects list. What did I just get? Additional art panels. You can now set 6 additional arts. Press triangle on the art screen to switch between panels. Arts that are set on the second panel can be executed by pressing L2 and either X, square, or triangle. All right, we've got some more options. Faster AG for you and increase normal attack limit. I want that. Raw extension attack. I want that. AG restore perfect guard evading. If I get good enough, I want it. And increase rod extension time limit. That also seems very useful. Time to hunt artifacts, but it depends how you have to get them, all right? And wait. Got an alert. That is for... Item funciona con... God, I don't remember that. Someone asking a question from Digital World 3, and I'm like, I do not remember that game anymore. And it's in Spanish, too.
That treasure. What a sweet-sounding ring it has.
Oh, that...
You really think so?
CP.
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen.
Good.
Let's
keep fighting and keep leveling up.
Don't worry, I've got plenty to go around.
Resonate with the earth! Come on! Flying free! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
One more! Can you take it? Not so fast! Elusive deity! Look sharp! Resonate with the earth! Begin! Elusive deity! Tornado drive! Tempest! This one's mine! Prepare to be sealed! Pounce it!
I have this creeping fear right now that at the moment I stop playing him, he's gonna probably level up or learn a new skill, and I'm like stopping him from doing that by just playing him.
Begin! Tiger blade! Not so fast! Elusive deity! Tornado drive! Do it! Rinwell!
Frozen.
Hammer!
Nicely done. It's over.
All base!
Let's put that theory to the test.
Annihilation! Mega ray!
Look sharp! Begin!
Skills in
Because
top
I walk
form,
past somehow?
art's working like
Really?
a charm.
Somehow I expect it to be a thing where I will just like fucking miss it.
It's so hilly around here.
Oh wait, the other side's the
I can feel my
normal
feet
thing.
getting
Or the
blisters.
side path.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take it you're comfortable with.
This one will be difficult to predict.
You want me?
Sleep now.
Take it! One more!
Don't mind if I do.
It's a duel of the arts.
Going in.
We've got flyers!
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
Alright, you resist that.
All yours.
Let's see.
Prepare to be seized.
Water is neutral.
Actually, that sound is more appropriate.
Let's talk more doing.
An Astro art?
That's my cue.
Shut him
Can't
down!
stop it.
I'm only getting going. I'm turning it down.
Now my clothes are ruined.
I'm ready to go.
Oh, come on, I fucked it up.
Lightning again.
In a bind?
Lightning again. Hands in the wind. Sleep now.
Score you.
More for the stockpile. Are you sealed?
I let my guard down.
In here.
I couldn't make it in time.
More for the stockpile.
Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite.
Now stop. I'm out of ammo. Going in. Let the marksman handle this. Dance in the wind. In here. More for the stockpile.
What is?
New melody.
Yep, I knew we would learn something new.
I'm out of ammo.
Tap it.
I'm off time. Oh, magic is there. Seal. Let me help. Let's get you all tucked away. Mega ray.
The 230 artifacts in every foe
All
enemy
yours,
boss
Kisara.
will drop that flower artifact that gives 10 CP. You haven't noticed. I actually probably haven't, honestly.
Good to know my training's paying off.
And what, pray tell, does this training of yours entail?
What? Interested in joining me?
Oh, that's a lot of money. We gotta maintain this combo. Keep going. And I thought I'm gonna go back and try to fight that dragon again with this new party I have.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Seal. Not on my watch.
On that shit, please.
Thundercloud. Too much to handle. I'm only getting started. Lightning condemned. Thunderblade. It's over. Lightning condemned.
The enemy wields art too.
You'll soon see about that.
Johnson.
Magic is there. Divine seal.
Begin.
You learned a new one too.
Glacial spear. Piercing the wind. Here's another. I'm out. Dance in the wind. Air thrust. Mega ray.
So that's how a lord fights.
In here.
I don't perform as well when I'm
Maybe
observed.
this
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear
Here
anything.
goes! Mega ray. Magic is there. Holy land. Flame of fury. Burning strike.
God, those things have really good resistance to just not be interrupted.
Dance in the wind. Sleep now. Burning. More for the stockpile. In here. Let's get you all tucked away. Don't mind if I do.
That.
Lightning condemned. Thunderblade. Too much to handle. Lightning. One left. Raging cascade. I'm out of it. I'm all right. Tornado drive. Here goes. Glacial. I'm on a roll.
So those are Dan and Astro arts. Huh.
This should
I
come
don't know
in
if you could
handy
like
when
steal
crafting
those big
weapons.
spells though, so I'm gonna have to try that out. Dining. Right now I just know she could steal like some normal spells that the enemies would use. I didn't know she used to like the big end all be all ones.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Seal. Mine. I'll be saving this one. Tiger blade. Sleep now.
I
shall ensure you survive this. Annihilation! Lightning condemned! Leave the enemy's arcs to me.
No complaints here!
Magic is out!
Benediction light.
Annihilate you all tucked away! Going up! Lightning condemned! Mega Thunder Blade! One more time! Annihilation! This one's mine! Bullseye! Arc field!
Does it hurt?
Raging Cascade!
Elusive deity!
Field!
Look sharp!
I'll be saving! Where are you going? In here!
You can't. All right.
I'll be saving this!
And for that one, please.
Magic is out! Tidal wing!
Begin!
This one's mine!
Try to get all of them in, except they fly away.
I'm all stuffed up! Here's up! Bullseye!
Elusive deity!
Hit!
I'm ready!
Shield! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
You were practically a blur. Together with your marksmanship,
mass.
we make quite the team.
Whenever I see those up forward, I think in my mind it says, "Oh, that's probably what you needed for a weapon," but I forget shit real fast. And is this not the way to go? Is this not the critical path?
We're in for a long slog with this one.
In a bind?
By the power of water! Don't mind if I do!
Too late.
Elusive deity!
Here's a healing
Stay calm.
arc.
I shall provide assistance.
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Deity!
More for the sky! I never fit!
It's too fast! Stand back! I'll trip it out.
You're on!
Raging Cascade!
Go for the water one.
Here's the Here's a healing arc! Freeze Lancer!
Eat dirt!
I'm ready to go! Gemini Ultra!
Now you see what I can do!
Kisara,
Got one down.
Hammer!
Nicely done!
All thanks to you.
Sleep power! More for the stockpile!
Someone else use their magic skill.
Let's get you all tucked away! Magic healing arc!
I don't have much left. I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare Demolisher!
Hit! One more Raging Cascade!
No, it's alive it is. I don't know why, I just assumed it was fucking dead.
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble. Think we overdid it?
Not a, wait, where did this thing come from? I just fucking forgot this guy was actually part of the fight, I guess.
In here! This'll come.
On that, and trap it, please, so they stop having trouble.
Blah, blah, blah! Holy land!
I'll thank you! Take this! Not so fast! Shattering!
Where are you going? Do it! Theon, Astral Energy! Full throttle! Back into the fray!
Resonate with the earth!
This one's mine! Sight, bullseye! It's over! I think I'm getting stronger.
And stone weight mantle. Who's that?
This'll make us even more formidable.
What is that for you? Nope. For you, really? And actually, you had a pretty good increase in defenses. Sure. And I never gave you yours. I was gonna give you the swift ring for movement and escape speed. Let him zoom around a bit. So that might actually not be too bad of an idea for the mage, so we can... I don't know if it affects us moving around while casting. Alright, so I went the wrong way, and we gotta get back on track and hopefully keep this combo going. Come on, enemy. Any enemy. I don't care.
More Danon runes here too, I see.
Great!
I've got a really bad feeling about this. In here!
I think we got it.
Don't mind if I do! Raging Cascade! Too much to handle! Raging Cascade! Sleep now, going in! I'll be saving this one! Tiger Blade! Here's the Freeze Lancer! Freeze Lancer! Raging Cascade! Seal! I'm only getting...
I should actually probably get my, I wish we had a way to regenerate CP.
Take this. I'll be saving this one. Better than the healing art. Elusive magic.
Tornado drive.
In here. The waters of this
They're weak to plants, most of it, so alright, or grass. But I don't have any of that. And I don't think wind counts as grass.
Domaline.
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis. You don't mess around.
Certainly not. Dating pile
Take
driver.
that.
Opted for an intricately
No, I
crafted
lost it.
weapon as
Damn it.
usual.
It is beautiful in both function and form.
You're gonna hate when it gets scratched.
I sure have built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
So Mahag Sar's just up ahead then?
Indeed. If you look, across this mountain is the Lord's Keep.
Wait, where am I going? Okay, that's a separate area. Why not? I'm more looking for a camp right now to get CP back. Or at least a fast travel points. Like that. And there's the camp up ahead. Good. I want to also check out weapons and stuff that can be made. And what the fuck? Actually, somehow missed this fucking odd tower on the mountain.
What's that big tower over there?
What is that thing? Oh shit, off the rock.
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
Awesome. Let's check. Manage the ranch. While Zugos attacked him, appeared and attacked your livestock. Pigs. No! But they all reached maturity. So we got 3 horse meat, 3 beef, and 1 pork. Let's get adding chicken, pig, and cow again. That's for just general buy, sell. Actually, is there anything that could? No, not yet. Lemon one is restore 200 HP to one person, and orange gel to replace what I just used. For weapons, you can now make the flashbang shield. Sure. Weapons crafted. For you, you can get the new refined flood, and it looks a little bit better, I guess. It's for water arts, and you do use the ice one a little bit, so I guess that works out. I just gotta make sure that you use it a bit more and try to find these things: Dragon Flame Sack and Lizard Fin. Probably gonna be enemies that I have to find later on. Oh, they're getting expensive actually too. Hold on. Nature's Beauty can be turned into this. I'm gonna hold off on that. Let me make sure the other characters cannot get something better, like you. You need something, because all of them are gonna be better than what you have right now. You can get the Refined Gale Wing. It's 3K. And you don't need anything, so we can do one more weapon at most. And I guess it's really who's falling behind in damage. No one, necessarily? At least no one feels egregiously behind in damage. I'm gonna hold off, I think. Accessories? All elemental damage minus 20%. Can turn into dark damage, elemental defense, and paralysis resistance, or fire and dark damage. We're actually finding 4-star ones. the one Astro ore I have. It's water damage, fire damage, and max HP. That's actually really fucking good. Problem is, it's gonna have none of that unless I find more Astro ores to feed into it to get me the unlocked shit. Oh, chunking through CP. Not entirely. I'm
As I
scared
recall,
of that.
there's a recipe we've yet to try.
Yeah, this is the last ingredient we need.
Then let's go ahead and prepare it.
Aw, who's a good boy? Wait, why am I petting you?
You can't resist. Alright, beef stew to heal everyone after battle. Sure.
I must admit, I'm rather proud of this dish.
Alright. Dohalim, let's get started on you.
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while? You worried about what's going on with Menancia?
What makes you think that?
Well, you were speaking to Kisara earlier, weren't you?
It's rude to listen in on others, you know.
Sorry. I didn't hear what you two were actually talking about, though. I just figured it was Menancia since it was the two of you.
I am but a former lord who has abandoned his post. I'm no longer in a position to lead the realm in any capacity whatsoever. Yet Kisara still seeks out my opinions, knowing full well that is the case. This despite the fact I am no longer her master either.
Couldn't it be precisely because you're not her master anymore? It's natural for friends to want to hear each other's opinions.
I hadn't considered that possibility.
It's funny what you miss sometimes.
Hardly uncommon among artistic types such as myself. When lordships are decided based solely on one's astral energy, it can lead to funny results.
But even so, you still took your job as lord seriously, didn't you?
Certainly. I learned to perform my functions. However, I was less interested in ruling, so much as avoiding life and death decisions. Of course, such a mentality in the end led only to sickening pain and death taking place elsewhere out of sight. I pretended not to see or hear any of it, content to let our supposed peace and equality keep me blind and deaf to reality. I was a fool.
But you're making amends.
I would like to think so. The path ahead is dark, yet I still walk on. I merely pray that I shan't fall down any holes along the way.
Alright, now we're closer to Dohalim.
Do you mind watching our camp tonight?
There we go. You got one for cooking enough things. When sent flying, press R2 to recover, so that's where you get yours. Bang Bolero, increased blue strike damage. I'm gonna trust that you do that at least a little bit. And I feel like I just impulsively bought something that I didn't need. Shit. There you go. Kill prevention for you. How about for you? So I'm gonna leave you as like a... I don't know, I kind of want to get her more of the magic because like... What I played of her felt weird, so I might just let her grab all those spells that show up because the AI is just gonna use them as needed, right? Mid-air evasion. No, max AG. You need that desperately, and I guess mid-air evasion works. As for you, I want to get the normal attack limit first. You have to buy some of your physical arts as well, because that's just going to be something that I need to do. We gotta use that 10 times to stop people. We're on our way there. And artifacts. You have to find artifacts for his. God. Shit. Actually, I'm gonna be doing it whether I like it or not then.
Shall we get moving?
Person's edge has access to them all without loss screen. Yeah.
Not this way, I
Oh,
guess.
come on. That looks like it should have worked. Come on, game, give this to me.
Not this way, I guess.
It should be, though. Like, unless someone can punch through that. One more try. One more try. I just want to see if you could jump it. I mean, we can make it easier, then we can obviously.
Not this way, I guess.
Fine, game. Don't let me jump over a fucking wall that looks like I should be able to. Alright, actually, let's take this chance. Did I have one right here? I did, right. I had the quest here where I have to defeat the dragon that shows up.
We've reached our
You
destination.
just have to fight enough things and then eventually it will show up.
Hi, Hoodle.
Resonate with the earth.
Stalagmite. Freeze Lancer. Tiger Blade. Raging Cascade. Bread. One more. Lightning Condemned. Sealed.
Blind freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Shield, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done. You'll soon see about that. Make it rain.
God, just like dragging them around the fight. Why don't you?
Go!
Alright, one.
This could be useful.
Next one.
Little help.
We should go at least a little bit faster considering that we are
Don't mind if I do. Lightning Condemned.
a bit easy or a bit stronger now, right?
Illume Magic and Ram. Holy Hand.
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for you truly.
I didn't switch target shit.
in this battle.
I am not usually given to restraint.
Sometimes I believe you're stronger than you let on.
Take that! I'm out of ammo. Watch it. Bullseye.
All we have to do is get rid of that thing, right?
We're also getting some force now, thankfully.
way! Lightning Condemned. Hear me. Flame
Sleep now.
Their arts were interrupted.
Sleep now. Pierce evil.
Look sharp.
There you are. Didn't take as many this time, thankfully.
Doomed! Pull it together, Law. Sorry, right. I'm calm.
Art expert coming through. This one. Here goes.
You are dependable as ever.
I'm counting on you just as much.
I'll stop its charge. Thanks, Kisara.
Don't worry, I've got plenty to go around.
One more. Bullseye.
Look sharp.
I'm ready. Lightning Condemned.
Oh god. Right, like there's a little bit of a moment that right when you use the spell, you can't dodge.
Lightning Condemned.
And I just timed shit poorly.
Raging Cascade. One more. Turtle Blade.
Thanks for the concern.
Simple repayment for a favor.
I don't grant favors, and I don't accept them either.
Ow.
Magic is in.
This one's mine.
Freeze
This should kill.
Tiger Blade.
Nope, it's almost there though. Go for that core.
Resonate with the earth.
Alright, at least now we're not getting one shot by that thing.
In a bind.
Leave the enemy's art to me.
Let me take that real fast.
Dance in the wind.
And let's see what you're about to cast.
Now, smash
God, that's a lot.
Raging Cascade.
With the earth.
Raging
Alright, water is your weakness, and we can actually have the damage to, I think, capitalize on it. I need to dodge.
Benediction light.
The water. Blah, blah, blah. Magic. Tidal wave.
Please stay within range of the attack.
Stalagmite.
Raging Cascade.
I guess until we break it, he's gonna keep on running around.
Blah, blah, blah. Magic. Here it goes. Sealed.
Going by at the very least considerably faster.
Raging cascades. Glacial field. Pierce evil. Enemies immobilized.
There we go.
Take this!
Freeze Lancer. Ready.
Where are you going? Burn in hell! One more! I'll smash you!
Everyone go and do some damage.
Still mind if
Give me
I
that
do?
shit.
Raging cascades. Out of ammo.
Yeah, if I can, I gotta make sure that we have enough gauge to just steal it the moment it comes out. Everyone move from in front of the face. God damn it, Shion. I know you're the healer, but still.
Raging cascade. Here, let me help.
Also, target the core again, please.
In here. This one is mine. Burning. On guard. I'll blind you with a shot. That's it. In here. You get here.
There's only 2 hits on that one.
Make it rain. Kisara, frozen. Hammer.
Good shit. Again, attack that thing, please.
Raging cascade. Feel.
No further!
I'll be saving this one. Sleep now. More for the stockpile. Tidal wave. Here goes. Hear me, flame of fury. Burning. Raging cascade. Feel.
Keep up with going with the tidal waves.
In here.
Yeah, this should be no problem whatsoever.
Sleep now.
As long as nobody,
This'll come in
i.e. me, sort of fucked up a casting.
Raging cascade. Burning. Give us a handle. Freeze Lancer.
Oh, did I miss a spell? Or is that just one of his abilities? I think it might have just been one of his abilities.
Sleep now.
I didn't see a spell circle.
In here. The water. Blah blah blah. Magic. Tidal wave.
Should hit.
Enemies immobilized.
In a bind? This one's mine!
Tiger
I'll
blade.
smash you!
Hear me. Flame of fury. In here. Glacial spear.
That's one.
Can you take it?
Raging cascade. Freeze Lancer. Too much to handle. Where are you going? On guard. Take this. Far enough. Mega ray.
Alright, that was kind of a dash. Good to know.
I'm out. Tiger blade. To the fray.
The enemy's reeling.
Complacency is the root of carelessness.
Point taken. Stay sharp, everyone.
Here, let me help. Sleep now. Let's get you all tucked away. In here.
Are you going...
Such unadulterated fury.
Am I safe? I'm good.
Elusive deity!
Can you take it?
Okay, yeah, that's a special attack you guys said.
Raging cascade. Sleep now. This one's mine. Seal. Here
Where
goes.
are
you going? More for the stockpile.
Can't get out of this!
Blah blah blah. Magic. Searing flame. Reload. Not on my
Steal that shit. Put him down.
Armor won't save you! This one's mine!
Raging cascade. Out of ammo. Let's keep up the pressure. Too much to handle.
Elusive deity!
Raging cascade.
Alright, should be done, no problem.
All right. It's showtime. Raging cascade. Sleep now.
Elusive deity!
Freeze Lancer. I'm out of ammo.
I don't have enough for that.
Do it. Johalim.
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis.
Astro Flower. Magical flower that grants the owner plus 10 max CP. These things, right. I sort of just go past them. I never really actually think about what it is. Even though I know consciously, yeah, more CP. It's your reward for doing them. But
That took more energy than I expected.
not really. We were really prepared for that. And again, I think we are over-leveled for it at this point.
In here. Crossblade.
A new melody!
This one's Mega Ray. Here, let me help. First aid. Raging cascade.
If anything, I want to use Gohalim as like my main driver in this game for combat, but
Turned in our favor.
at the same time, I am just not that great at
Remain
it.
ever vigilant. Take this!
There's nothing I don't know what to do. God damn it! You always bring it up.
Shut him down.
You have a question? What up?
I'm ready! Tourmaline!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
We actually kind of are. Wait, what'd I just do? Oh, I changed who we see on the main world. And it is you right there. How much Mantis loves to aggro you? Because I 100% think you can run around the area and the NPCs do the job.
Looks
I don't
like we made it here in
think
one
so. I
piece.
think it has a break threshold where it breaks aggro from the player and will attack someone else, but it just does enough damage that if the AI does not perfect dodge, they will go down.
How's this?
Yeah.
All right, we did it.
All right.
Hey!
That's 325 SP and 5,700 gold. All right. Who got maximum AG? Law. All right. Reduce awakening requirements, easier overlimit, strengthen counterattacks. Let's get you. Much as I find it weird saying Bolero, because for you using spells and such, you probably get more things unlocked. The better spells. And I'm gonna start enforcing that or trying to preference it a bit more. I'll trigger counterattack by pressing R1 upon defeating an enemy. For you especially. Get your healing circle. Your first medium tiered one, I believe. I probably am still going to refuse the support ones because they just eat up CP, and that shit's not infinite. And as for you, increase normal attack limit. That's good. For you, consider actually use you. And I'm pretty much trying to learn him at least a little bit because I'm still afraid of another Yuri situation like Vesperia, where the game's like, you have to use him. Here's a fight. Hope you practiced. Like, it's not happened since, but still. Leaves a lasting impression. How much Kisara's shield can decrease from the Mantis damage too? I mean, technically that could work, but I genuinely do not know. We can give it a shot again, but it very much feels like it's a thing of just, if you know the game's mechanics perfectly and you do it, then yeah, it'll work out no matter what. But for normal players like me who are just not smart or good at the game, it is asking a lot. Let's go to the ridge. Probably we can make dumb things. I know, man. I know.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
I'm gonna climb up just to get the camp so that way I can refresh my CP. After that, we're gonna explore more. Not explore more necessarily, but just keep moving where I think is forward.
We should be able to cook here.
Guess I'll polish up my sword. I'll see you again tomorrow. Well, off we go.
Alright. I mean, grab this because it's a big rock. Our third one is SP, or restore HP after combat. This next one, assuming I actually want to dedicate to it, I probably will grab the ones that are like, get better stuff from mining and looting stuff, because that's another peach shells right there. Do those things respawn? I wonder if you could farm peach shells here. There's the 3 at least. So we've now seen 4, 5s, and 6 as requirements. I think sets might have been 5s. I'm wondering if you can get those right now or not yet. Probably in the next area we can start seeing 5s. Or at least more commonly. Because I think I still have maybe 1 5 somewhere.
I have a bad feeling about this. They're surrounding us!
Now you see what I can do!
You picked the wrong fight!
Whoa! Hey! One at a time! Look sharp! Sealed! I'll be saving this one!
Alright, all grouped up, please!
Why can't they just sit still?
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner
I miscounted. I thought I had 3 charges, not 2.
Leave the enemy's arc to me!
No complaints here!
Oh god.
Rage
Yeah, that was not damage. That was one of
in here! Sleep now!
I get you to come over
The waters of magic and tidal wave!
Oh, come on. Now you fly away.
Go get it! This one's mine! One last one! Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
I'm ready!
Kisara! Frozen!
Hammer!
Nicely done!
All thanks to you!
Sealed! I'll be saving this one! In here! Blah, blah, blah! Tidal wave!
Lion. Excellent.
Alpin! Astral energy!
Say no more!
Going in! Resonate with the
Hero flame! Go get it! Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning! Here's us! Glacial spear! Here's evil!
Alright. Where... Actually, there's one up there. No, let's stick to this one right now. We gotta go through the in order and... Oh, shit! My legs! Yep, now they're broken.
Okay, guys.
We good.